Let's make him mill 4, 8, 12 again. This poor guy, he playing a draw deck. I'm sorry, buddy. I only have 2 of these in the deck. Hello, friends. Zara here. Welcome back to the channel. Last episode, we said farewell to the Selesnya Adventure deck, mostly. We have instead upgraded it on our journey to play Dimir Flash, which is blue-black. Instead, we're playing Bant, which is green, white, blue. We've taken our Selesnya Adventure deck, added a little bit of spice to it, and this is what I've come up with. So a lot of the cards are similar to last deck list. If you haven't checked that out, please watch the last video I made a couple days ago. In this deck, we have Merfolk Secret Keeper New Edition. It is a 0/4 for 1 blue mana. Its adventure is Venture Deeper, Sorcery Speed. Target player mills 4 cards. Not a super useful ability in this deck, but it is a 0/4 blocker for 1 blue that if we have an Edgewall Innkeeper up, will let us also draw a card. Pretty nice. Draw 1, get a 0/4 for 1 mana. Sounds pretty decent to me. Next, we have a Glass Casket. This card I actually received in a draft. It worked pretty well in the draft. I wanted to see how it plays on the ladder for free-to-play player. Glass Casket is a 1 white, 1 colorless. When Glass Casket enters the battlefield, exile target creature an opponent controls with converted mana cost 3 or less until Glass Casket leaves the battlefield. Glass Casket is very similar to Banishing Light, which we're still playing in this list, as it is removal. Little bit different though, because it only hits creatures, and it only hits creatures with CMC 3 or less. So we're going to test out its utility, and maybe we'll take it out and put another Banishing Light in, but for now, we're going to hold on to the Glass Casket. Next up, we have Hypnotic Sprite. It's a 2/1 flying creature for 2 blue mana. At instant speed, its adventure, Mesmeric Glare, for 1 blue, 2 colorless, counter target spell with converted mana cost 3 or less. So for 3 mana, you can counter a card that cost 3 mana as well. It's pretty decent, and it works well with little synergies we have coming in the future of the deck list. I'll show you in just a moment. Next, we have Queen of Ice. Queen of Ice is a 2/3 for 2 colors and 1 blue mana. Whenever Queen of Ice deals combat damage to a creature, tap that creature. It does not untap during its controller's next untap step. Its adventure, Sorcery Speed, Rage of Winter, 1 blue and 1 colorless, tap target creature. It doesn't untap during its controller's next untap step. So, with Lucky Clover for 2 mana and tap down 2 creatures, maybe swing in for lethal, it's a 1-of tech copy. We don't really need to see it every game. It just has some nice nuances, and for a 2/3 body, it's not so bad. Next, we have the all-star of the deck MVP card. I know Lucky Clover is still here, but we have Brazen Borrower. Brazen Borrower, I was extremely lucky to get in a pack, and I took 2 of my Mythic Rare Wild cards, the only 2 that I had, and I crafted 2 more Brazen Borrowers. This card is insane. It is a 3/1 flash flying creature for 2 blue and 1 colorless. Brazen Borrower can only block creatures with flying, but its adventure is amazing. Petty Theft for 1 blue and 1 colorless. Return target non-land permanent an opponent controls to its owner's hand. This, combined with Lucky Clover, means you can bounce multiple non-land permanents. In playtesting, I was able to get multiple Lucky Clovers, and then I was able to bounce 3 cards my opponent controlled for 2 mana, and then cast Brazen Borrower on their turn. It's an extremely good card. And with Hypnotic Sprite, that 3 mana instant speed counter, that's the same 3 mana we want to be keeping open if we want to cast Brazen Borrower on our opponent's turn. Kind of those flash aspects of Dimir Flash sprinkled into this Bant deck. Next, we have Cancel. Very similar to Hypnotic Sprite. 2 blue, 1 colorless, counter target spell. No conditions to it, just counter target spell, but it's that same 3 mana, the exact 3 mana we need to be keeping open for our Brazen Borrower if we want to cast it on our opponent's end step. And then that is it for the new additions of cards for the main deck. You see some cards did not make it, like Wandermare. Rest in peace, Wandermare. Next, on to the lands. A little bit different now that we're playing 3 colors. We had to add some different lands in. We have 6 plains, 4 islands, 3 forests, 1 Temple of Enlightenment, our blue-white Scryland, 1 Tranquil Cove, our tap land Gain a Life, 2 Blossoming Sands, 2 Temple of Plenty, 1 Temple of Mystery, and 2 Thornwood Falls. With that, I'm really excited to show you guys what this deck can do, and let's just jump right into the games. Okay, so here we are. First match against Mr. Sweet? Okay, so we have Lucky Clover, Beanstalk Giant. We have access to all of our colors. A little slow as they all enter tapped, but I think it could be okay. We're going to be able to ramp up a ton of mana and play anything that we find off the top of our deck. Let's see how it goes. Mr. Sweet looks like he's been playing the ranked ladder a little more than I have, but that's okay. Let's see. Let's start off with the Scry. Let's Scry. See what we have on the top of the deck there. An Edgewall Innkeeper. He's a pretty decent card. We'll keep him. We'll keep him. Let's see what our opponent's playing. He looks like blue. Scry 2. Interesting. Okay. Well, let's play our Tranquil Cove. Let's get access to all of our colors. And let's play out this Edgewall Innkeeper. Hopefully we can get some utility out of him. Get some draws. Filter through the deck. Looks like we're playing Flyers. Ooh. We remember how this one went last time. And last time it was kind of in our favor. Even though I don't think this is a good matchup for the last deck. This one might be able to fare a bit better. I'll gain some life. No attacks. No reason to throw our Edgewall Innkeeper into this bird. Bird will just eat him up. We don't want that. We want to keep him on the field. Little value engine. Has another Castle Vantress. And Cloud Conceer. Very good card. When enters battlefield, gets to draw a card. And hit me for 3. Yep, that's good, my friend. So we can Banishing Light, just get rid of the Watcher Spheres, or we can Beanstalk Giant and get a couple land. Let's Beanstalk Giant, get a couple land, get this going. We want... Our hand's pretty white, so we'll get another Plains. And... I don't know why I scrolled all the way through the deck. That made no sense. Let's get an island. And we're going to play one of these giant killers. We're going to draw a card with the Edgewall Innkeeper. Drew another land so that we can play. It's actually pretty good. And I'm going to pass. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One more mana. We can get to that Beanstalk Giant really quickly. We have enough to Realm Cloak Giant the board if he does anything that scares us. That should have been a Plains. Actually, it doesn't make a difference. I can't use Giant Killer's effect this turn anyway, because he has Summoning Sickness. So he can't tap to use that activated ability. Let's see what he has. Evolving Wilds. He's going to search for a land. What is he needing? Probably a Plains. Watcher Spheres. This card's pretty good. Ooh, what is this one? +1/+1 each for each other creature. Interesting. Okay, well. I want to keep 3 mana open. Make him mill some cards just because. How much would that be? So if I mill and then I play it, I'll still have 4 left over. I kind of want to save the Giant Killer to kill this. +1/+1 for each creature with flying. Controls. So you can get another. If he gets another creature, I can pop that. Yeah, let's start off with this. Let's make a mill 4. Mill 8. Got rid of Banishing Light. That's good. Okay, we got rid of some good cards there. Play this one. Draw more cards. Ooh. We would cancel. The Giant Killer. We also have the Giant Killer effect to tap something down. I want him to get 2 4-power creatures. Let's just pass on that. We can't use the cancel this turn because we had to use our blue mana here to cast. Armor for Secret Keeper. Banishing Light. Okay, I wonder what he's getting rid of. Lucky Clover? Okay. Probably doing the same thing. He's going to go to attackers, so we're going to tap down this one. So we're only taking 4. Brazen Borrower. That is a pretty good card. I kind of just want a Realm Cloak Giant, though. Blow everything up. If we Realm Cloak Giant, it gets rid of the board. We could also Banishing Light, his Banishing Light, which makes it so Brazen Borrower can bounce 3 things. How much mana does that leave me with? It leaves me with 3. Let's swing with the Edgewall Innkeeper. We're going to Banishing Light, his Banishing Light. Get our Lucky Clover back. Opens up some options to us. We can Brazen Borrower to stay alive. We can also Giant Killer to stay alive. I want him to commit more to the board so this Realm Cloak Giant gets a ton of value, but I might be playing a little greedy. He has Brazen Borrower as well. But he's playing it as the creature? Interesting, okay. So now I can kill this. Let's go to attackers. Yeah, I know you swing with everything. Bounce this one. I'm gonna bounce this one. That hurt. He's gonna play them both back, hopefully. And then we'd blow up the board. Yep, there's this guy. Oh, he only played back 1. He didn't have enough mana to play both. So I think we do this. Pretty sure we do this. And see if we can come back into this game. Get some more mana. Want blue and blue. Brazen Borrower can flash in and block. Can cancel. Can we do both? We can do both. Let's see what he's got for us. He's just gonna swing in. Play Brazen Borrower. So we skip combat. It's good for us. Drew a Fairy Guide Mother. That card can get us another flying blocker. Could also cast a Beanstalk Giant. That's a Realm Cloak Giant. He's a 9/9 7/7 with Vigilance. Sounds pretty good. I think we'll play him. Doesn't leave us with enough mana to play Giant Killer on their turn. Brazen Borrower is still a blocker. I could have played Fairy Guide Mother as a blocker, but I kind of want to buff Realm Cloak Giant next turn. So let's just no attack. We're only at 5 life. He's going to scry 2. He's looking for something. Let's see if he can find it. Bolt to bottom. He did not find it. Was the card off top? That was a good card off the top. I'll block the 3/3. Take 2. Ooh, 2 Fairy Guide Mothers. Buff him a lot. 11. I'm gonna buff him twice more. That should be 4, 15. Not quite enough. Let's swing in for 11. He takes it. Play Fairy Guide Mother, which can block here. I think you play the Giant Killer. So we can tap down for lethal next turn. We keep a cancel open. So we have our blocker for the 3. We have a cancel for anything. And then next turn we have Giant Killer to tap down a blocker and swing in for lethal. Well, I have to do that. Let's see what he has. Is that it? Do we have game? Buff up this Realm Cloak Giant twice. Here we are. Activate Giant Killer, tap down Warden of Evos Isle. Good game. Another very close game against Flyers. Wow. Just barely edging them out. Whew. Let's hop into the next one. Okay, so here we are with our next game against Draco 4258. That Neo Bolus. Nicol Bolus? Yeah, Nicol Bolus. I think that's his name. His avatar up there. This hand, I like the mana, but I'm not liking the cards. Let's keep it. Let's live on the edge. Ooh, that's the card I wanted to see. I wish I had green. It's okay. It's okay. We'll be fine. He's playing blue-red. Defender. He's playing that spell deck. Lots of spells. Can create like little fairy token. I think that's how it works. I've only played against this deck like once, maybe twice. Looks like we're gonna mill him. Might as well. Mill 16 cards, see how he likes it. Ominous Seas. Whenever you draw a card, put a foreshadow counter on Ominous Seas. Remove 8 foreshadow counters. Create an 8/8 blue Kraken. Interesting. Okay, so he's trying to draw lots of cards. We have lots of Lucky Clovers. Let's do it. Let's make him mill... That's the wrong one. Let's make him mill 12? 4, 8, and 12. There we go. Wow. I thought this card was bad. Maybe not. We'll see. We'll see. Mill 12. He's playing a draw deck, so this might hurt him a lot. You're just gonna make him mill 12 more, draw cards. Okay, yeah, she's trying to draw. Put some counters on there. We're just gonna make him mill. Interesting. Ooh, Brazen Borrower. Love that card. We can also be mean as soon as it gets to like 7 counters. Gets to 7 counters, we just bounce it. Ooh, that would be mean. Let's do that. Let's try it. I think he can draw 3 cards this next turn. Let's make him mill 4. 8, 12 again. This poor guy, he playing a draw deck. I'm sorry, buddy. I only have 2 of these in the deck. Oh, this is fun. What is he at? He's at 23 cards left. Let's watch him draw 3 more. Bounce this back to his hand, because we're not very nice people. Interesting. Yeah, now that he tapped out, we're just gonna bounce this back to the hand. And then we're also gonna bounce this back to the hand. Oh, but we can't play our Brazen Borrower because effect fizzles. Oh well. We could have had the crack. Okay, it's okay. He quit. That's fine. I'm sorry, buddy. Good game. That was quick. Maybe we'll play one more. Okay, here we go into our final game against Jeppe? Jeep? I don't think it's Jeep. I think it's Jeppe. Let's see, Jeppe. Let's see what you got. We have all of our colors. Realm Cloak Giant. This hand's looking pretty good. I'm liking it. I'm liking it so far. We got that Scry with the Beanstalk Giant. Can we see a Lucky Clover off the top? Nope, we don't actually want a second Fairy Guide Mother. We already have one. He's ramping up already. That might mean Giant Killer will come in handy this game. Let's play Patient. What is that? Defender. As long as you control a creature with power 4 greater. Doesn't have Defender. That's good. Well, it taxes if it doesn't have a Defender. Let's get some more forests out here. Oh, I'm sorry, buddy. I'm sorry. Ooh, that Realm Cloak Giant was pretty mean. What does he have? Just gonna make some +1/+1 counters on that. We have a Brazen Borrower. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We need 7 to cast Beanstalk Giant. What are we gonna be doing with 5? 5 mana. Being patient, I think. Let's just play a Tranquil Cove and pass that turn. Yeah, keep the Brazen Borrow in hand. For 5 mana, we can bounce 1 and play Brazen Borrower. So let's see. Yeah, he's putting some counters on there. That's okay. Let's have him commit to counters. Bounce it back to hand to attackers. Sure. I don't know if I'm too scared of taking 2 damage, honestly. I think that's okay. There we go. Got it out of him. Got the mana out of him. Oh, Brazen Borrower. I wish I had more more islands. I should have played that island. It's okay. We can play it now into our Beanstalk Giant. Realm Cloak has Vigilance. Makes them a little better in this situation because they're both 7/7s. Let's go here. Boom. Big ol' Realm Cloak Giant. I see everybody playing this card. This card's really strong. Oh, another Beanstalk Giant. Another Brazen Borrower. Another Brazen Borrower. I'm sorry, my friend. Oh, this deck is performing well today. Let's just swing in. Blocker takes 7, my friend. Take 7. Sounds good to me. I approve. Ramp another mana. Which color do we need? Blue? Probably blue. Always need blue. We still can't do both. Wait, can we? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we have 4 blue mana. Yeah, we can bounce and cast on their turn. Yeah, let's do that. We can bounce, we can cast. Gonna put that +1/+1. That is okay. I'm sorry, man. I have another Brazen Borrower. Whew. You see the power of this card. This is why we crafted 2 of them. It's for moments like this when he's putting counters on things. And just bounce it back to his hand. Is on this end step. Let's cast this Brazen Borrower. Looking pretty good. We don't need to bounce that. It's not posing. A lucky clover. Okay. Yeah. Let's swing. Let's swing for 10. I should have lucky clovered Fairy Guide Mother and then swung for lethal. Actually, I would have. Yeah, I would have been game. I missed lethal, guys. Feel free to mention it in the comments below. It's okay. I think we're in a commanding position for this game, so I don't think it's that important. Also, I just want a Brazen Borrower for a ton of things. Is that too much to ask? Brazen Borrower bounce 2? Let's just say pass to turn, buddy. Yeah, put those +1 counters on him. Make him big. The biggest jungle delver that ever gets bounced to your hand. We have a cancel open. We have a Brazen Borrower open. Yeah, sure. All your counters, my friend. How big can he get? Oh yeah, sure. Let's just let's just bounce him back to the hand. It fizzles, but that's okay. Good game, sir. So I can't cast this Brazen Borrower, which is okay. I still have cancel open if his last card matters, and it doesn't matter. Good game, my friend. Thank you. Let's just swing in for game. There we go. Very successful day today. This deck is performing way better than the last deck I have, but that's what happens when you get some mythic rare cards. So here we are back with the deck list that performed really, really well today. This is the 2 of Merfolk Secret Keeper. I'm really surprised it worked as well as it did. I mean, when you have 2 lucky clovers, you're milling him for 12 each time, and he's playing a draw deck. I'm sorry, buddy. I'm really sorry. But that's the deck list. Feel free to try it out for yourselves. If you want to craft mythics, I do recommend Brazen Borrower. The card is phenomenal. Super powerful, as I hope I demonstrated today. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment down below that I missed lethal in that last game. I'd love to see it. If you made it this far, thank you so much. Hit the bell notification icon down below, and have a wonderful rest of your day.